I'm going to be very direct in this video. Like, I've triple chin. One, two, three. Trying to make a triple chin. Didn't work. There's like pain in my tongue from licking too many. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to try to keep it clean here. Alright. Jesus! There really is like a whole clunk of cum. Again, another dick joke. Keep making jokes about cum and dicks and sucking. If you don't know me by now, then you'll need a wabble weeb a wabble weeb. TV's on. I'm a little distracted. I want to talk about people moving out of their homes, not relying on mommy and daddy. And I'm going to be really direct in this video about it, what I think about it. Alright, so I'm not advising people to do what I have done when I moved away from home when I was 20. I blocked all my family and want nothing to do with them for about 4 or 5 years, right? Really to discover who I really am, right? It's to get a breather. Shit, what happens if I turn this light off? Oh, it's kind of weird. Anyway, I'm not saying people should do what I have done. But yet, like, I know a handful of friends that I grew up with, and they never really actually moved away from home, so to speak. They've always had their mommy and daddy wipe their butts, even through hard times. And they're around my age, approximately, and they haven't mounted up to do anything. They're kind of just regular. They're more loserish than their parents themselves, right? Like, whoa, like what went wrong there? You know, the parents were great parents, right? They had all the money, they gave them college fund, all that. But like, why are their kids such? Like, they don't even care. They're like with their triple chins. And like all they have like something to show for is like, oh, I binge watched Game of Thrones. Yeah, I totally did that. Like, they just don't do much, right? They don't have much character. They don't have much personality. There's nothing unique about them. They're basically, of course, they're keeping it safe at the same time, even though they're lazy fucks. Like, they're keeping it safe, like making sure they don't disappoint their mommy and daddy, because that's the thing that comes with it. So my point is, what I'm trying to say here is, okay, don't be like me, blocking off your family, but if it's time to move away from your mommy and daddy, you should try to see them as less as possible, so you really discover who you are and be your own person. And and to also get a sense of familiarity. Can I pronounce it right? Of the harshness of life, because life is brutally harsh. Like, if you're broke, and you're gonna be homeless. Oh well, right? I really think that's the way to go. It pushes you to wanna be the best version of yourself. Well, just to survive as well at the same time. I'm not saying like maybe like see your parents in the holidays or something, right? But not every weekend. If you moved away from them, you moved away from them. Okay, I have nothing against them having money for your college fund or money saved in a private account. Then you should try to find a way to use that money wisely and don't fuck it up. Otherwise, your parents save that money up for you. But don't be relying on anything with them. Don't be living in their house, or, oh, this is like their apartment in this area in this country. Like, I've seen that with people around my age. They're like, hey, this is a nice place you have here. Yeah, it's my dad's place, one of his places. Like, so you're living with your dad. Like, when are you gonna grow up? And people talk, and a lot of these friends, right? They talk about like they have like jobs, right, that they don't like doing. That's what they have. That's what I realized about them. They're really sad. They're just really sad people. Like, fucking hell, they're so bored. They're so boring too. They're all bored of life. And they still smoke pot once in a while. Like, really, you're still doing drugs. You're in your mid-30s. Aren't you a little too old for that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, for fuck's sake. They're like children. Men children or women children, you know? Well, this is mainly just about men, basically, because most of my friends are men. Oh, South Park is on. Now I'm definitely distracted. So my point is, like, I think it's best, like, you know, if kids move out from, well, kids, like, at a certain age, like 18 to 20 or 22 or 24, sure, whatever. But otherwise it gets crystallized. If you're constantly relying on mommy and daddy to wipe your little butthole, get you up when you have a little on your butt, and they pull you up, and you know what it is? Why they're so dull, and they're like, oh, life sucks, even though life is fucking fantastic compared to the rest of the history of mankind. Life is fucking amazing nowadays, right? Especially here in Europe, right? But they're like, life sucks because they haven't really fought for anything. They don't ever have to fight. Worst case scenario, mommy and daddy will pick them up. But one day, mommy and daddy's gonna die, but then they'll just rely on some other family member. Like they're parasites. They're moochers, and they're not happy about it too. You think like, oh, but what's wrong with that? I mean, at least they have it nice and easy. They're not happy. They're really miserable. These are miserable fuck faces. I don't hang out with them anymore because, you know, you are the person of the type of people you hang out with. I don't hang out with them anymore. It's like, yeah, no, you guys are. There's no. Plus, they're boring as well. I think they're really boring. Spoiled little shits, spoiled fat shits, with a double chin or three chins. God, I'm so harsh and mean. I just don't respect that, man. And I think that's the person himself. Yeah, but you must see it. Like the parents did that to them. No, dude, you can make a choice when you're in your 18, 9 to 20. Make that fucking choice. Like, I'm not gonna rely on mommy and daddy. I want to actually go after life. If I fuck up, well, then I gotta fight. You know, you have. Well, as far as me, for instance, right? I don't have a network. If I fuck up, I fuck up financially. And it gives me that little drive, like, you know, I want to become something more than just a nobody, or I don't know. It's like there's some kind of drive within you that stays active. Like, I think it does something to your brain. I don't know. There must be some psychological explanation. People who fight to live, they usually mount to have a great life later on in later years. Most of those people, even you can see in their faces, and or when you're talking to them or hang out with them, and you can feel it in their energy. Like there's something. There's like a sense of individuality with these people. God, itchy nose. It's all dried up. But yeah, you know what I mean. And compared to the people who don't mount up to do anything, and they just rely on mommy and daddy all the time, and they're doing jobs they don't like, and they're complaining about life, even though life is fucking fantastic. We have health care, even though it's not perfect. I'm not saying everything's perfect, right? Yeah, but Greg, like, and these are no, come on, man. Why won't women fuck me? Because you're a fucking loser. Jesus. You're not willing to fight for yourself. You're not willing to fight for anything. You're not even, like, you don't have that fire within you. You don't have that passion. It's dead. It's been crystallized. Like, yeah, I try to lose weight, but it's like really hard. Yeah, because that's who you are now. So, I mean, my point is, whenever you reach a certain age, whenever you're 18, 19, 20, I don't know what the right age is. There must be some information online about that. The right age to move out from mommy and daddy. Stop relying on them. Cut them off. See them in the holidays, sure. But no, you have to find out who you are. Stop also thinking about, I wonder what mom and dad will say if I make these choices. No, you have to make your own choices now. It's about you now. It's not about your mommy and daddy anymore. They were there to guide you, raise you, become the man or woman that they want you to become. But it's up to you now. So, whatever. The video's long enough, so bye.